I think I'm going to move this over here to this wall. I'm going to turn this way so I can, hold on, so I can get it this way. Let's go it this way. Let me push this way. I don't know. Maybe this way. Okay. Hey, Batcave. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning to you. I moved this so everybody won't be looking in my kitchen. So I'm just kind of chilling today. It's been a long. Hey, Sanja Watts, how you doing? Good morning to you. How's everybody doing? She said, good morning. Hey, pretty baby elephant, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning. I got this kind of crooked. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning to you. She says, I'm good. How are you? I am better. I am good. I'm good. She said, I'm okay. Good morning, Lisa Taylor. Good morning to you. I see Blue in the building. Blue is up and it is Monday. Good morning to you. Good morning, you guys. It has been a long... This is the last day of the first month of the new year. The last day of the first month of the new year. Last day of the first month of the new year. Wow. And we made it through it. We made it through the first month of the year. It's over with. We got 11 more months to go. Okay, so it's January, so we're still at the beginning. We're not looking at it like it was a minus. Hey, Jacqueline, Jackie, how you doing? Good morning to you. Lisa Calhoun, how you doing? Good morning to you. Done had a lot of anxiety this month, you guys. I mean, yeah, we made it. She said, and I'm glad about it. Yes, it was not as bad as we thought. I mean, we hit some bumps. I know everybody hit some bumps in this month because we perceived that since it was a new year, we were going to come in here taking off running. Well, now we're sitting there going, okay, what are we going to do? I've had a couple of phone calls this morning that told me. I said, look here, this is what you do. Quit trying to plan for the whole week and just plan for today. Get today out the way. And tomorrow, it'll be all right. It'll take care of itself. See, I tell you guys already know. You already know, I know you guys know that word. It be all in your belly. It do. It be in your belly. You're going through some stuff. You're having anxiety. This didn't work out. That didn't start. You know, your kids saying this or your grandkid not listening, whatever. Bills keep coming. They keep coming. They keep coming. They keep coming. Amen. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Now, we were talking in the last couple of days, just going through stuff, going through things. Do I got everything in my life worked out? No, I do not. Matter of fact, I don't know when. I know Tuesday, I'm putting my car in another shop. My husband and I talked about it. We could have his friend look at it Wednesday, but I think we just need to try to get it fixed as fast as possible because we need to get the running. You know, we got to take off. And it's slowing us down because he can't work as much as he needs to because I got places I got to go. So I done slowed down a lot of things that I have to do and only doing the essential things. So I do have to go to the store today because the dog needs some dog food. Should needs some dog food. So I will be going to the store today. Sometime, I don't know. It might be after 5 or 6, 7 o'clock. I'm not going to get in his way of whatever he's got to do today. I'm just not going to do it. Did you get the keys for the car? Yes, girl, you missed it. I found them keys right after I got off the live. I had to go dig in the trash, and they were in the trash. And I'll say, once again, isn't God good? Because that would have cost me $300. And I don't have $300 for a key. I have $300 to get my car fixed. But I don't have $300 and get my car fixed. So it was a little panic moment. Because I knew we can call AAA. They can get in my car. But they cannot make a key for that car. I knew it. My husband knew it. He told me. I was like, yeah, I know. But I still gonna call AAA though. Like, you know how sometimes you know that they can help you a little bit, but they just can't help you where you need the help, you know. Sometimes we just want to be like, I know, but they on their way. I'm so sorry, family. I have to miss a couple of days because I'm very sick and on complete bed rest. Okay, Debbie, we gonna miss you. We gonna miss you. Bed rest, you can still relax and listen. You can still relax and listen unless the doctor told you to don't. We will keep you in our prayers. That's right, Sonya Watts. We will keep you in our prayers. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up as you come in the building. Let it be known that we are working on our algorithm, and we got to get used to doing that. We just do. It'll help us not only in the chat, but in the world also. Why do I say that? Somebody said something to me, and I wanted to look something up, you guys. Oxidate. I always listening to professors and doctors and things, but they said they were talking about this chemical. I wrote it down. Oxidate. Let me go get my other phone real quick. You guys, you know what? I was going to this week. You know, sometimes I think we get agitated because we have a full plan of what we're going to do. And I just thought of this. And I'm not no genius or anything. But, you know, right now in my life, it's all shaking up. I can't plan for the whole week. Because, you know, I don't know when my car going to get fixed, if it's going to get fixed, if I'm going to have to go buy another car or what's going to happen. I mean, I was offered a couple of cars. I was like, no, you know, my family, you know, my daughter and my son offered because they got a couple cars over there. And I'm like, no, you know, I don't want to put nobody in no kind of stress. And I'm so used to, you know, doing without, because I don't never want to get in a place of needing someone to help me. Because this is, and I'm going to tell you guys why I don't go borrow money. I've never borrowed money from nobody. I borrowed money from one guy, but I really didn't need the money. I just wanted to see was he going to give it to me. And we wasn't even together. And I was like, okay, you know, because he would always come to me and ask me for money, and I knew he had some big money or whatever. So I went to him, and I was like, his name was Gregory. And I called him up and I said, hey, Gregory, I said, I need to ask you a favor. And he said, what is it? I said, I need to borrow $500. And he was like, okay. That's what he said. He said, okay. I said, don't you want to know when I'm going to pay it back? He said, I know you're going to pay it back. And so I didn't even need the money. I just wanted to see was he going to do it. So I went over there and I picked up the money. I went and picked up the money, you guys. And I kept the money for like a whole week. And I gave him the same money back. I just wanted to see was he going to do it. I don't know why I did that. But he did it. He did it. And, because that's a lot of money. You know, people usually don't, I mean, this was back in the day. People borrow $20, $50, maybe $100. But $500? He handed me that $500 and I was like, ooh. You know, I didn't have to give him his money back, but I did. Anyway, that was just a sidebar. Anyway, hey, come holler at us, sister. How you doing? Diane Harris is in the building. Good morning to you guys. We got 11 people in the house, only about 6 thumbs up. Please, you guys, we got 5 people in the house. It's not giving us a thumbs up. They don't give us thumbs up. Come on, you guys. Come on, come on, come on. I want to see. Somebody gave us a thumbs up. Redox is a type of chemical reaction in which the oxidation states of an atoms are charged. Redox reactions are characterized by the actual or formula transfer of electrons between chemicals species, most often which one species undergoing oxidation while another species undergoing reduction. Something I'm trying to look up, but I guess they spelled it wrong. I didn't spell it wrong. I spelled it like they spelled it, but it's not giving me what I need. Let me see here. Let me see here real quick. The chemical that's in your body that makes you feel good when you give to people.
Here's a summary from Cedars-Sinai. Kindness is chemical. Oxytocin plays a role in forming social bonds and trusting other people. It's the hormone mothers produce when they breastfeed, cementing their bond with their babies. Oxytocin is also released when we're physically intimate.
So what they were trying to, I guess sometimes when your phone picks up the word, it spells the word wrong, but it's oxytocin. It's sometimes called the love hormone, you guys. Oxytocin. Why do we talk about chemicals and science? We have to know why our bodies sometimes feel the way that it feels. So sometimes kindness is a chemical, it says. Kindness is a chemical, sometimes called the love hormone, oxytocin. It plays a role in forming. Don't they give you oxytocin when you're in labor, though? What? I mean, I thought they give you oxytocin. It's our overall makeup. I thought they give you oxytocin when you're in delivery, though. I know it's something what comes out when you giving a baby, but when they want to make the baby come out faster, isn't it oxytocin? That's kind of strange. I gotta see that because maybe I'm mixed up or something. I thought it was oxytocin, like when they're trying to make your body go faster in labor. I thought it was oxytocin. What is it, you guys? Okay, let me read this and then I'll find it real quick. But oxytocin plays a role in forming social bonds and trusting other people. We're going to have to work on our oxytocin. It's the hormone mothers produce when they breastfeed. It creates a bond with their babies. Oh, okay, Gloria, thank you. you say it's pitocin. What is the chemical they give to mothers going in labor to quicken the labor?
According to Michigan Medicine, if labor still does not progress, oxytocin may be given to make the uterus contract. Active labor has started and the amniotic sac has ruptured on its own, but labor still is not progressing. Oxytocin may be given to make the uterus contract.
Okay, oxytocin is the same thing as what you're saying, Gloria. It is pitocin. That is the generic name for it. But I knew oxytocin is what they give you. That's kind of weird. You guys, I just learned something. I did not know that your body makes this. I just knew that when they want to progress that labor, they give you oxytocin, which is the pitocin, pitocin. It's the same thing. It's a different word. Drugs always have, I think, 3 or 4 different names. They normally have the person that made the drug. They may name it one thing. Then it's got the manufacturer name. Then it's got the trade name, and then it's got a generic name. So, yeah, no, you spelled it right. You spelled it right the first time. Pitocin. You spelled it right the first time. Pitocin. So what do they give you to speed up labor? That's what I thought it was oxytocin, because the body naturally produces the hormone oxytocin to stimulate contraction. Remember, we just read that oxytocin is the love hormone also. So why would they give you a lot of oxytocin to speed up your labor when it's the love hormone? You guys, does that even make any sense? Now I got another question. Man, I just learned something. Because I didn't know it was called oxytocin. I didn't know the love hormone was oxytocin. I just know oxytocin is supposed to speed up your labor. That's the only thing I knew. They can be given through an IV as low doses to stimulate contractions. So why would they give you oxytocin, the love hormone, to speed up your contraction? If it's a love hormone and your body makes it. But when your body don't make enough, yeah, they speed up your love one come out. then the love, I guess the love, what you call it, I don't know. I don't know if you got, I don't know. I told you guys, when it comes to chemistry and science and history and government and stuff, you guys, I always have to further my education. If it's one thing a day or something, I got to learn it. But I'm going to tell you right now, it don't make sense to me. But I knew when they were talking, this professor was talking about the drug. He said oxidant. The way he was saying it, like I said, when my phone picked it up on the, where they write it out, it spelled that oxidation, and I was like, I don't know that. I don't know that chemical. I don't know. So, the definition goes together. Yeah, it does. It induces labor. And what are the side effects? Let's see what are the side effects of Cerbidol? They also say having sex speeds up going into labor. Yeah, it does. Well, if you're producing that oxytocin, if you're producing that, then it would speed it up. Is it safe to use pedicine-induced labor? Oxytocin injections should not be used to induce labor. It says it should not. So the medlineplus.gov says that oxytocin, that's how you pronounce it, oxytocin, should not be used to induce labor to help start the birth process in a pregnant woman unless there is a valid medical well, I can finish it. It didn't finish it. Oh, should not induce labor to help start the birth process in a pregnant woman unless there is a valid medical reason. Talk to your doctor about the risks and benefits of using this medication. Yeah. Usually, like if you're having high blood pressure, I can't remember what it's called, but clampia or something like that. Somebody in here knows what it's called when you have clampia. I can't remember what it's called. Some kind of clampia or something. And what it means is you having high blood pressure, and it's giving that baby high blood pressure. Preeclampsia or something like that. Anyway, I don't work in the labor and delivery. I was gonna go into that, and I decided, you know, I do be feeling like passing out. Seeing that big old baby come on out sometimes. Preeclampsia. That's what it's called. It's called, I may be pronouncing it wrong, but I guarantee you I can Google it and it'll probably tell you exactly how to say it. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes, Lisa, preeclampsia. I may be pronouncing it wrong, even if you're spelling it right probably, and I probably still cannot pronounce it. Clampia. Anyway, they stripped my membranes to speed up my labor. Ripped. Oh, really? Anyway, so the reason why we got on this topic, you guys, sometimes we got to know why things is happening and what's happening. And one thing that this professor was talking about, which I thought was great, I said, oh, so there's a chemical that's in our body that makes us happy. And I'm not talking about your endorphins, because endorphins is a chemical too, but also this oxytocin. Oxytocin is made in your body, and it gives you the feeling of, let me help that person out. Let me offer them a ride, or let me pay it forward, or let me tell her how beautiful she is today, or let me hit that thumbs up, because we know that SP is telling us we need to work on our algorithm. It really don't really do a lot of justice over here, but it's always good to just do what they tell us to do. I mean, it's a free platform. They want us to do it, and maybe it shows them something. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't work into the analytics to even know how that works. I look at my analytics sometimes and I can't understand it. I can figure it out. I can tell you what will work and what will make you get to your numbers or whatever numbers you're trying to get really quick, but you have to do certain things, which is not hard. Some people be like, oh, I've been struggling. I'm trying to get to 1,000. And I'm like, I don't know why you're struggling to get 1,000. You can get 1,000 overnight, if you really wanted to. But anyway, yes, it's the kindness chemical. Kindness. And do you know, sometimes when you show that kindness and people look, then they want to do something to show kindness. So it is, they say, can be contagious. Because have you ever noticed sometimes somebody will give in the chat And nobody gives to the chat. Like, days can go by. Nobody will give or anything. Then one person will give. And then other people go, I can give too, and I can help out. And I can go in and put a thumbs up. But there's other things that this oxytocin can do. But one thing about it is, that's why I tell people all the time, give from your heart or whatever. Don't do it and you don't want to do it. Don't do that, because nobody's making you. Nobody's got a gun to your head or anything, and we can't release those chemicals that make you feel all fuzzy inside. But one thing about oxytocin, and I can tell you guys this, you know, if it can make you go into labor and produce a baby, like Sanja said, yeah, because you're all giddy and happy, but it's supposed to induce your labor. Why would a chemical that is a hormone that is for love induce your labor? Make that make sense real quick. I didn't know we were going to talk about this. Good practice to knock before you enter someone's home is showing kindness. I get it. Yes. Kindness is contagious. God shows us loving kindness every morning. Exactly. So, we talked about a lot of the things that we go through. I'm going through some stuff, some shady stuff in my life, just work, jobs, car, kids, you know, just et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And, but I feel a little anxious too, you know. We had a young lady call in on the channel. She was just so distraught about going to court, and she had a lot of anger in her. And because that's another chemical. We'll talk about that one day. But we did talk about that already. That was, what chemical was that? Anybody? What chemical was that? I remember what chemical it was. I know somebody remember that chemical to make us mad. She said, I woke up grateful and happy. I didn't, I ain't went to sleep yet. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. This is going to be a nice day for me. The only thing I got to really do is wash clothes, start a load of dishes, go get the dog food. I don't know how I'm going to get the dog food. I'm pretty sure my husband will take me or go pick it up or something. And then we got to pay the mechanic for what he did do for my car. You know. And you know what, you guys? So I got a couple of phone calls, and I was already in distress myself. I was already anxious myself. I mean, if you said one thing to me, I probably would snap your nose off. It was like, you hurt my feelings or something. And it's just, when things is just in a disarray, and you, like I said, I was feeling like I am going to put some stuff in order. And endorphins, no, no. It started with a C. I don't know if you were in here, Lisa, when we were talking about it. Catachloramine. 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 You guys remember catachloramine? I haven't looked it up. I was just thinking about it. She said, I can't spell it. Catachloramine. Remember catachloramine? Let me see here. The chemical catachloramine definition.
According to Medical News Today, catecholamines are hormones that the brain, nerve tissues, and adrenal glands produce. The body releases catecholamines in response to emotional or physical stress. Catecholamines are responsible for the body's fight or flight response.
All right. Lisa said, yes, now I do remember. I told you guys, When it came to chemistry, she said yes, just mad. Yeah, yeah, that makes you mad, make you angry. You be like, okay, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Everything in your body has a chemical that releases. So sometimes when people can't control their feelings, those chemicals are kicking in. And sometimes you can't stop those chemicals once you get to a certain level. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys this. You may not believe me or you believe me. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm being honest with you. I found myself last month having a lot of oxytocin in my body. I was in a very giving spirit. So giving that I know I was making some bad decisions. You know, that's why they tell you, like, when you have, like, stuff going on, and maybe the reason why my chemicals were kicking off is because I was stressed and I was trying to uh, I was feeling all fuzzy, and people take advantage of you when you start feeling all fuzzy and everything. It's not that, you're a wuss or, you naive or whatever. You just want, sometimes, it, you know, maybe the Lord put it in your heart to help somebody and 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 help somebody. I probably helped about 20, 30, 40 people. I did not have it to help, but I did. But nevertheless, it is what it is. But I don't have that same chemical in my body today. I'm just letting you guys know. Because now I got the catecholaminé. It's got that fight or flight chemical. And I'm not mad, but, anyway, you guys, to just sum it up, what I'm trying to say to you is when these chemicals are in your body and you're not understanding why you feeling the anxiety, it's because one of the chemicals that we've talked about has released, and you may not can stop it from releasing. Catecholamine, oxytocin, whatever it is, dopamine, whatever it is, adrenaline, uh, epidorphins, these chemicals in your body, and I'm just telling you, some people can stop it, some people can't stop it. So you know how sometimes when people get really angry and they do something and then they be like, I can't remember anything, I blacked out. That's true. They do. They don't remember anything because, you know, I mean, can you remember everything you went through when you were having that baby? You remember some of it, but the pain was so bad. I guarantee you, I don't know. It all depends on what type of woman you are. I bet you said, I don't want to have no more kids. It didn't feel like love was coming out of you. It did not feel like they were pumping you with this hormone called love hormone called oxytocin to induce your labor. It didn't feel like love. It didn't feel like love, did it? That's what we go through in life. We got to go through some of these things, and some of it's good, some of it's not so good, but the outcome will be good. It's for us. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about our body that you guys know this, okay? Listen. Now, if I'm wrong, please put it in the chat. I'm not going to jump on you if you say, SP, you're wrong. I'm not going to say one word. I promise you. I will never mention it. But I do believe that the Lord made us perfect. And he also made our body to deal with any and everything. It's weird how these chemicals take flight when they need to in your body. And when you don't have enough, that's why we have doctors. Or they feel like, you medically in danger. You have enough. Trust and believe, you have enough. A lot of people just can't deal with the pain. Like me. I couldn't deal with the pain, but plus I couldn't have no kids. I couldn't have them naturally anyway. But we are learning and reviewing it. It helps us with the cases. Yes. Yeah. It does. That's why, sometimes people get so angry. They be so angry. And they mean exactly what they say. If they say, I wanted to just do this to that person, and I wanted, they mean exactly what they say. You don't sit back and be, that person just talking some stuff. No, they're telling you. At that moment, if if they had their way, they would have handled the business however they see fit. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at a lot of pictures the other day of these women with all the bruises and the black eyes and the broken arms and, these whips and stuff around their necks. And it was just, I would show it, but YouTube is kind of funny. They be like, you showing graphic pictures, and that when kids are not even supposed to be in her chat in the first place. I don't even want to have to deal with them. No. So I won't show you the pictures. But I even got a full video. I got some videos or whatever. And, I was watching this full video where this man was slinging this woman from room to room. He would pick her up and just throw her down. I know you guys probably already seen the video. It's been out for a while. And he's some kind of celebrity or something. I don't know who he is. I can't remember. They use it, epidurals. Yeah, they put the epidural in your back. That's to so you won't feel the pain. It paralyzes you, actually. That's why they don't really recommend people to use it. It actually pairs you from the waist down while they rip you apart. Okay, I hate to tell you guys this stuff, but I know you guys know it, but you just don't hear it raw. But anyway, yeah, they that's when they just rip everything open. Then they have to give you some stitches, because then, if you get with somebody else, they fall in. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, because they going to take that baby out. They going to take that baby out one way. They going to cut you open and take that baby out if you don't push and you can't push. Sometimes a person can't even feel if they put that epidural. They gotta know what they doing. You guys, this is why these people get paid that kind of money. They better know what they doing. But some people ended up paralyzed and they never, recovered from it. So that's why before they let you out the hospital or let you go in your room or something, they leave you in the post-op room. They want you to poop. They want you to poop because they done mess with a nerve in your spine. You guys hear me? Everybody be like, oh, it's just easy as pie. Talk to the women that never recovered, that's still paralyzed. It's a lot of them. Just like taking flu shots or something. I mean, here's the thing about it, and you can't really sue them and stuff because they make you sign the paperwork and stuff. And you guys, I'm not telling you the bad stuff about nursing. I'm just telling you the truth. She said, yeah, my mother said they used to call it the saddle block. Yeah. They make you sign that paper. And matter of fact, I was under a whole bunch of narcotics. When they found out I had to do emergency C-section, they stuck that thing. They made me sign all that paperwork for the epidural. And they wasn't supposed to do that. They was not supposed to do that. They were supposed to have somebody sign it that was in the right frame of mind. I don't know what they were running around like chickens with the head cut off, and they was like, we got to get this baby out because the baby was coming out breached. But you know, I told that nurse, I said, she was like looking at me all funny and everything. And well, on my first baby, she was like, you've been watching too many movies, Miss SP. You're only, she said, you're only dilated to a 3. And I was in the bed screaming and hollering, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die. You guys are killing me. She was like, we're not killing you. You got it all in your head. You've been watching too much movies. I was like, call my doctor. She was like, it's 1 o'clock at night. We're not going to call your doctor. I said, call my doctor because something's wrong. If this is a 3, I'm not going to make it to no 10. I'm not going to make it to no 10. Now, she's like, I've done delivered hundreds of babies. I've been right there. I know what I'm doing. I get paid to do this. I know what I'm doing. I wasn't in nursing school at this time, you guys. This was my first time. You know what I told that nurse? I told, my family was there. I told that nurse, I said, get her away from me. Get her away from me. And she was like, she comes back in the room later on. She said, did you tell her you haven't delivered mine? No, she come back in the room like 30 minutes later. She was like, I need to check. And I was like, I'm not letting you see nothing. She was like, ma'am, listen, I need to see how far you are or whatever. I told her, I said, get my doctor. See, I didn't start cussing her out, calling her names, telling her she didn't know what she was doing. I just told her, I'm not letting nobody look no more in this. I need my doctor. And so she calls my doctor and she tells the doctor she won't let us check her out anymore. She says the pain is crucial. So you know what had to happen, right? You guys know what had to happen? The doctor had to get up out the bed. Good morning. Good morning, Freddie. The doctor had to get out the bed because I'm not going to let nobody check and look for nothing else. Because y'all telling me the same thing. And I am very high pain tolerance person. You can slap me in the face and I won't. You know what? I won't cry. I won't cry. I cry emotionally only when I feel like I don't make myself cry, but a tear would come down. And that's my crying. You're not gonna sit there and see me go. You're not gonna get that out of me, because there's nothing in this world that I need to cry about. Absolutely nothing. Now, you'll see a tear come, and trust and believe, I'm hurt. Because it takes a lot for that to come out. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. But so, you know, a tear was coming out of my eye, you guys, having this baby. I told that woman, you're not. She come in there, I'm going to have to check you. The doctor's on his way. I said, well, wait until the doctor get here, because nope, you're not going to check me no more. Because when she leave the room, I told my mama, told everybody that's there, she must not know what she talking about, because this baby's killing me. I'm not going to make it to 10. I'm going to tell you guys, every time I went to the hospital, and I'm just giving you, I know this is horror stories, and I really shouldn't say this stuff, but it is true. It is true. But the doctor comes in, and the doctor comes in and he said, why are you giving the nurses a hard time? SP. I said, I'm not giving them a hard time, but something's not right. Something's not right. Now, you didn't tell me all of this is going to happen. You didn't tell me it's going to feel like a elephant is finna get pushed out of my coochie. You didn't tell me that. This don't feel like no baby. This feel like an elephant. There's no way I can do this. So he was like, here we go. Buckle up, Buttercup. Put your legs in the strap and let me see what's going on here. And then he looks and then he tells the nurses, get the paperwork. Get the paperwork. We're going to have to do emergency C-section. And so they're like, my family, because my mom was there, my stepdad was there, and, other people were there too. And so my family's like, what's going on? My brother was there. All my brothers was there. And the baby daddy was there too. I don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, like I said, they made me sign all that paperwork, and I was already on some stuff. I was on some oxytocin. I was on some oxytocin. They had to stop they were trying to get me to deliver that baby. And he said the baby was coming out breech. Anybody knows what breech is? I'll wait, because I know you ladies know what breech means. It's not the same kind of breach when you have a contract. But please, somebody put in the chat, I'll wait, what breach means. Dermal. LaKendra said it. Feet first. Now, see what I'm saying? She got this baby. She got me trying to deliver this baby feet first. Don't you know that's going to rip me to the appetite? My baby's arms was pushed up against my bladder and my kidneys and everything else and my walls. And this woman, oh my goodness, had that happen, I would have been dead. I would have been dead, y'all. Because she got some initials behind her name. Feet first. You cannot deliver a baby feet first. And the baby was so down in the canal. Oh my God, you guys. Like I tell you, sometimes when I think about just stuff, and I know y'all don't think about stuff, but if you really think about some stuff, if you guys got kids, you done had kids, you done went through some experiences, your experience was probably different than mine. But they got to sticking me in the back and I'm signing papers and everything. And they gave me, they call it a bikini cut or whatever, where, your stomach and your pelvic area starts or something. They cut there. And I don't even have the line. You can't even tell. Like, you can't even tell. I mean, they did a really good job. I'm glad they didn't cut me straight up and down, because back then they used to cut a lot of women straight up and down, and their stomach looked ugly, when they got done, and lapped over and stuff and all kind of stuff and everything. But yep. And so yeah. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. And they had told me I was gonna have a girl. And when they pulled her out, they said, "Oh, you don't have a girl, you have a boy." And the baby's daddy was like, oh, he was so happy. She was so swole down there in her leg area, in her pelvic area. She looked like she was a boy. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that was swollen. They're trying to push her out. And I don't know if like one leg was out Not both legs was out. One leg was out, and the other leg was between my uterus and my whatever you want to call it, cervix area or whatever. It's just, think about it. And even to this day, my daughter's legs went, like, she can never run track or whatever because she could be walking in some and her legs will pop out of place because of her bone joint. But anyway, you guys, um, even people that is high skilled, educated, school smart and stuff, sometimes you gotta go with what God gave you. He gave you a mind to use. You know what I'm saying? In every situation. I don't know how we got on there. We started talking about the chemical oxytocin. But it wasn't no, they wasn't giving me no oxytocin. Anyway, it just, it's sometimes, and sometimes you do got to go to the people that know what they're doing. You do. And hopefully you make the right decision, trusting the people. She said, shut up, SP. They, even my husband and mom said it's a girl because of her hair. I thought I wanted a girl. Jesus. Well, I'm telling you. See, some of you guys know. Some of you guys know what I'm saying. Y'all done went through some of this stuff. And in one of these days, I'll tell you how they got my second child mixed up and tried to take my child while I was in the hospital. I mean, that's why when I go to work, I really do try to do everything right. I do. And sometimes I have to go against what the doctors say if I don't feel right. And I've done that before. And I've got some bad reaction, but come to find out, I've saved that person's life a couple of times too, because I didn't give them the medication or told them to take them to the hospital when the doctor said, "Oh, yeah, it'll be all right. You can wait till Monday." No, he can't. You take him now, because I just tell people, now, I can't make you do anything, but what I can tell you is what I would do. Now, I don't know why you sitting here, but if that was my dad or my mom or whatever, I would go ahead and do it right now. It's better safe than to be sorry. Ah, good morning. Oh. So later on or something, we're going to have to get Ron paid. And so I got that taken care of. So, and then get the dogs some dog food. I don't know what we're going to eat tonight. What do you want to eat tonight? Huh? Stomach is hurt. Is it something you ate? The only thing you ate yesterday was that chicken.
It just starts hurting.
Oh.
Got some tons in my mouth.
Okay. Well, work went okay last night.
I figured it.
Hmm.
They seen me, they was like, "Oh."
No, they knew they were. You know what? I went back in the paperwork to see did anybody work those 2 weekends, because it's been off for 2 weeks when they took them hours, right? So the carbon copies are there. So I went back to see, like, okay, because I know they must have another nurse in here. They just took those hours from me or whatever. Tell me why it stopped on like the 14th of January. And all the paperwork after that is already in the office. They don't never, that book be like this stack of carbon copies. But now I get there and it only has for the last 2 weeks. They don't want me to know, but I already know because they did it when they, remember that Spanish family, and then they told me, oh, we don't have a case no more, and then they told me to go to the job, And then they gave me that address, and I was like, no, that address, y'all don't have that case no more. And she was like, yes, we do. I was like, oh, really? Anyway, we'll get some stuff done today. I don't know. Maybe I don't even feel like cooking. Maybe we'll have something.
Whatever.
All right, Papa.
All right.
Family, my mom sat in with all my brother's kids, but not with none of mine. Said she couldn't see me in pain like that. And I was chill for all mine except two. Family, forgive me. I love to interact and call Kent on the other channel and love mornings. To me, God is saying live. And love mornings. What you talking about, Sandra? What you talking about? So I just like the laid back mornings and stuff. And if anybody got anything they want to talk about, it's open, you know. It's just weird how we got on the subject of oxytocin. It's just weird because that is not what the guy even said. I'm gonna be honest with you. The guy said oxidine, and I was like, a chemical called oxidine. I wrote it down. I stopped it, paused it, took a picture of it. Let me see. Oh, it's on the other phone. I would have showed y'all because I took a picture of it, so I made sure I could spell it right. And I was like, I don't know nothing about this chemical. But anyway, you guys, and I don't know where we were going with it. If you got anything out of it, hopefully you did. But anyway, it's just remember these chemicals that come in our bodies. And sometimes, if you put too much sugar in a cake, that's too much. I mean, once you dump it in, you can't take it out. You put too much flour or salt in a cake, it's going to be salty. You put too much sugar in a cake, it's going to be sugar. Those are chemicals. Yeah. Ingredients like that is chemicals. They use sugar for medicine. They use salt for medicine. They use salt to take water off your body. That's what fluonamide, whatever that, and latex, and fluoramide medicine is for. It's nothing but salt. That's all it is. Um, you know, I even had got a job. I'm just putting this out there. It's nothing significant. As a pharmacy tech, and normally you have to go to school to be a pharmacy tech, but you know, you know, they looked at my grades in med school and it's like, this girl took med class like 4 times. And then they looking at my grades. Well, she got straight A's every time. Why would you take med class 4 times? I said I wasn't comfortable. I said it had to be something more to it. And maybe it's because I take something like sometimes when I don't understand something, I'll remember the word, I'll look it up, I'll get definition, then I'll go and research like we do. That's how I learn. And I remember certain stuff. So then when you try to tell me something, and then, I may not remember the word or something, but I know how it works. So things like that just helps you guys. And you may not understand why we're talking about it today. But like I said, I don't believe that our God that we serve made a mistake, that we have these chemicals in our bodies. But when we put, when we don't have, like we have on the community board, the faith of a mustard seed, these chemicals will react. I would always wonder all the time, why do they say if you're angry, don't go to the casino? If you angry, do not go to the casino. That's because they know that you can get addicted really easily because those chemicals that's in your body when you like, oh, I just want to get away. You don't go to the casino with a whole bunch of money. You argued. I'm just telling you guys. I'm just telling you something for your own good. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you to don't ever go to the casino, but don't go angry. They telling you for your own benefit because they have done studies, and those studies, the government don't release those studies and let you know when you're angry, you will take your money and it's gone. You're not thinking with the right mind. Those chemicals is in your body and that catecholamine, and you done spend all your money. And then you're wondering, like, how did I do that? Yeah, that's how sometimes people act. And there's other stuff. We will go into other chemicals and stuff about how not only chemicals, but stuff like when people can't deal with a baby crying. You know, there's something there. This stuff is not made up. This stuff is not made up, you guys. These hormones, you need them. You need this stuff. They have to inject people with hormones because their pain is so bad. People go get hormone shots. Why? For pain. Do that make any sense? You're going to inject my body, my hip, my leg, my whatever's hurting, with hormones. Why? And that is the most severe pain that you have. And they don't even want you to be on hormones. You know why? Because it's very addictive. And you get on hormone injections, you start growing hair on your chest and hair on your face and yeah, all kind of stuff, you guys. All kind of stuff. You breaking out and stuff, because they give that to people that's going into transitions to be another gender. Think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. Anyway, you guys, my hour is up. I'm going to go lay it down like I said. Have faith, as small as a mustard seed. It'll get you very far. I mean, that mustard seed is really, really small, but it is a big tree. I wonder how big that tree gets. A mustard seed. Let me see real quick. Mustard seed tree grows how tall?
Between 6 and 20 feet. According to home guides, mustard bushes reach an average mature height of between 6 and 20 feet with a 20-foot spread, although exceptional plants can reach 30 feet tall under ideal conditions. They have a spreading, multi-stem growth habit with a drooping or weeping branch structure.
Wow, mustard branch. So it's not even a tree. It's actually a bush. Thank you, Lord. See, you guys, we learning. It's not even a tree. It's a bush. And it can average mature height is up to between 6 and 20 feet with a 20-foot spread. Although exceptional plants can reach 30 feet tall under ideal conditions, pretty much like, California and stuff like that. They have a spreading multi-stem growth habit with a drooping or weeping branch structure. Okay. Wow. It's considered an evergreen shrub. So when the Lord tells us to have faith as small as a mustard seed, so let's see, how big is a tree? So how big is a mustard seed?
about 1 to 2 millimeters. According to Wikipedia, the seeds are usually about 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter and may be colored from yellowish white to black.
Oh my goodness. So a mustard seed is up against a penny, and a mustard seed looks like a piece of dirt on a penny, you guys. Let me show you this picture real quick. Let me take this picture and show you. I'm going to take this picture and show it to you. Okay? I'm going to take this picture and show it to you. Anyway, we're finna get off of here, but I want to show you this. Let me show you this before we go, you guys. So, you're going through your day today. Just remember, the Lord does tell us to have faith of mustard seed. And, because I want to show you how big this seed is up against something. You guys see that? That's a mustard seed up against a penny. That's how much faith you have to have. All right? All right, you guys. You got to have something. So be good, be safe, be blessed, and be nice to each other. Bye.